Hey guys! For today's video, I teamed up with Spirit Halloween to show you the variety of different types of fake bloods. You can visit your local Spirit Halloween store to find all the products that you need to recreate the effects I'll be showing you. They provided me with all the products that you will see in this video, as well as a 20% off of one item discount code, which you can find in the description. As you'll see, I'm kind of obsessed with fake blood and I had so much fun filming this, so I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna start off with blood capsules, which are a really cool addition to a costume, especially if you're going to some type of party or event. Whenever you're ready to use them, you just cut off a portion of the tip and then you place the capsule between your molars with the tip facing outwards. Then you slowly bite down in order for the blood to creepily flow out of your mouth. So facing the tips outwards will make sure that the blood flows directly from the sides of your mouth. I think a common misconception is that people just put the capsules in their mouth and bite down, and that doesn't really direct the blood flow anywhere, so it's much less effective. Now this next product is called Spray Blood, and it's really interesting because it creates a blood splatter effect. This blood actually easily washed out of this shirt, but you do want to be careful where you use it because it can stain certain fabrics. It's a really good way to turn regular clothes into a quick costume or make any costume a little bit scarier. You can use it to write messages or make it look like you just walked away from some type of massacre. You can spray it around your fake wounds, clothes and costumes, or onto props. I'm just playing around with it, trying to get different angles and achieve various spatter patterns. I'm also trying to channel my inner Dexter and tell a story with the blood. Dexter is my all-time favorite, don't get me started, but anyways, this is one of those products that you really only need a little bit to add a lot to your look, but you end up getting carried away just like me, and you want to spray everywhere, on everything, all the time. This next product is called Vampire Blood. It's just the typical blood you would use to create drips from wounds, your eyes, or your mouth, or whatever else you want some blood to drip from. So this blood is probably a basic staple in anyone's SFX makeup collection. It's just so fun to drip and smear everywhere, and it's awesome for it because just like fresh blood, it's pretty thin. On the other hand, there's Scab Blood, which is a much thicker consistency. It's more like a paste. Since this type of blood is super thick, it's ideal for using in fake wounds to create a scab-like effect, as the name would suggest. Gel blood has a consistency that's in between those two. It stays put and doesn't drip, but it's not as thick and pasty as Scab Blood. Here you can see I'm just showing you how easy it is to make some quick fake cuts using only the gel blood. So now I'm going to be comparing the consistency of these three types of blood. As you can see, the vampire blood is almost watery, it drips very easily, and it becomes sheer when it's spread out. The gel blood is not as sheer, but it still spreads out very smoothly. Unlike the Scab Blood, which is of course the thickest, it doesn't spread as smoothly because it does have that thicker, pasty consistency. An awesome kit available is the all-in-one blood makeup kit, which includes most of the bloods we talked about, as well as some extra materials to use for application and costumes. The gauze can be a really easy addition to your costume just by giving you the illusion of a fake wound with minimal effort, just by adding some fake blood soaking through it. The kit also comes with 2 sponges that can be used to create different types of texture while applying the blood products. Once again, I had a ton of fun playing around with it. As you can see, I'm just kind of creating different textures and showing you various effects you can achieve with the materials. So now I'm going to be showing you a couple different applications for the fake blood. Here I'm starting off with a latex cut, and I'm just filling it with some vampire blood and then stippling that around using the sponge from the kit. I'm adding Scab Blood to the inside of the wound, which gives it a lot more depth and makes it a little bit more realistic. Since the Scab Blood is so thick, I used a bit of the gel blood to fill in a couple uneven gaps. I also used a little bit of vampire blood and created drips coming from the cut. So here I'm just repeating the same process on a latex wound I did on my face. Started off with stippling, added in some Scab Blood, and then the gel blood, which as you can see worked perfectly to extend and taper off the ends of the cut. Then of course to finish it off with some drippy vampire blood goodness. I attempted to add some spray to it, but I ended up surprising myself with it, and then I just got carried away, added a little too much, but it still looks cool. Now I'm going to be making a couple cuts without any latex, just using some makeup and the different blood products. I'm starting off with a little bit of stippling, and then I'm making a line with a black eyeliner. Over top of that line, I'm just putting some gel blood, and that's it. That's all you really need to do to create this type of wound. It's really quick and pretty easy to do. Next to it, I'm going to be doing a little cut only using Scab Blood. I'm just kind of building it up and shaping it like a slit, like thicker towards the center and then tapering off at each end. I'm stippling around it a little bit, and then I decided on top of both wounds to add a little bit of vampire drips once again. They look really cool right now, but I decided I wanted to see what it would look like if I put some spray blood around it, which I just did, as you can see, and I think it created a really awesome extra dimension of creepiness. So that's it. Now you have a guide on all the different types of fake blood. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to let me know what you think in the comments, and do not forget to use that discount code. I will put it in the description. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video.